Hey guys, today we're playing REZ on the Xbox 360, actually REZ HD as you can see. And this originally came out on the Dreamcast, unfortunately not here in the US, but everywhere else. And we eventually got it on the PlayStation 2, which didn't look as good as the original Dreamcast version. But we did get it on the Xbox 360. Why they haven't put it on the PS3, excuse me, is beyond me. This game's pretty awesome, and this actually has an option to if I show you, because I want to make sure the vibration's on. I know it sounds weird, but there's actually a reason for it. And this is just the demo, but it's actually the regular game, because the way you unlock the demo is the way you unlock the real game is just downloading the little key that opens up the demo. Because when you it's like the PlayStation 3, when you download the demo, you're really downloading the whole game. Let's see, make sure I went to the wrong thing. What a great way to start off a video, huh? But the PlayStation version actually came with this little pad that actually vibrate, which is kind of a joke, and people actually have made devices for other things beside video games with that, but that was a Japan exclusive thing for the PlayStation 2 version. But the reason for the vibration in this game is to get more into the music, like, because it's kind of like trance type of music, and it wants you to kind of feel the bass more. So even I put the vibration on, so when the beats of the game start, it actually vibrates the controller. Like, you really get into this music. It's almost like a religious experience, and all these colors are coming at you. You look like the guy from 2001 Space Odyssey. But without further ado, let's start this game. I'm fairly new at it. I might get the full game later on. I'm trying to save up money here, otherwise I'd get it no problem, because I really liked it. I played a Dreamcast demo a long time ago, but the full game never came. But I'm running my mouth, so let's start this. We'll play. You definitely want to have a system with a bass if you have it available. You kind of make your music the way you aim and shoot at your enemies. So this is kind of like Panzer Dragoon, the way it controls, where you kind of highlight things. It starts out slow enough. Later on it gets a little bit more difficult. Some people can speed through it. I'm still getting used to this game because I haven't had that much experience with it beside like a demo. But right off the bat, this game does look absolutely amazing in high definition. I find it ridiculous that they didn't release this for the PlayStation 3, especially considering this originally came out on, not originally, this came out on the PlayStation 2 after the Dreamcast version. There's an overdrive on the right side of the screen. I'm not quite sure what it does. I'm still experimenting. I haven't really played this game in a really long time. I just saw the demo and it made me think of Steve Benway's video where he had the Dreamcast hooked up to a SCART cable, and it looked really good, so I was super curious what the HD version looks like, and it's pretty amazing. I mean, it doesn't look like a game that was originally ported from something else. It literally looks like it was made for this system. So although there's not a lot of exclusives that, like, I would say justify a Xbox 360, although there are a few, but I say this is one of the games that you can't play on PS3 that you'd be missing out on if you don't have the PlayStation 2 version. But again, if you played the PlayStation 2 version now on an LCD, it'd probably look terrible. Now if you have a big screen TV, I recommend playing as close as possible. Now when I said the controller vibrates like to the trance music, you actually can set up 3 controllers, and this is a 1-player game, 3 controllers that vibrate to the music all at the same time, while the 4th controller you're controlling in your hand. I always get hit by those missiles. So if you have that with music like blasting in your ears with the bass and stuff like that, it's a pretty amazing experience. If I'm not saying anything groundbreaking or profound, it's because I'm trying to struggle to talk and play this at the same time. This is like a weird euphoric spacey experience. I can't explain it. You kind of get lost, so recording a commentary is extremely difficult. And I definitely recommend checking out Steve Benway's video, which I'm sure most of you have, because most of my subscribers subscribed to him before they have me, because that's how I got a lot of my subscribers, is when he did the shout out. Thank you again for that. You got to play the Dreamcast version, which I said I've only played in a demo, so that's pretty cool. Whatever happened to the demo, don't ask me, I don't know. They had every intention of releasing it. The Dreamcast kind of got the shaft when the PlayStation 2 came out, at least here in the US. And it really sucks because it was the first time in a long time Sega did everything right. And I don't know whether the PlayStation 2 had the allure because it was a DVD player, or the tech demos are really good, but a lot of games on the Dreamcast like do things better than the PlayStation 2. I always feel like the Dreamcast always had better textures. Like whenever they ported Dreamcast game to the PlayStation 2, it looked lousy. I mean, that might be because of the port, but when playing a Dreamcast game, like it had, I've seen way sharper textures than I did on anything on the PlayStation 2. Though the PlayStation 2 seems to be able to push a higher polygon count, but I think it died early. It's really disappointing. But luckily there's a homebrew community that actually still makes games for it, so that's super cool. I probably should really read the instructions to this game. Sometimes it's almost feels better not to know what's going on. It makes it more mysterious because this is a weird game. Weird in a cool way. There's actually a pseudo sequel of this. The computer says it's on PlayStation 3 as well. I don't know, I've only seen it for the 360, called Child of Eden. I'd like to try it out, but I haven't had the opportunity. I think you can play it with a controller, but it's like better with Kinect, and I could give a shit about the Kinect. I only have one controller right now, but I would love to see what the little trance setup would do with the extra controllers, like vibrating to the bass of the music. If you have a 360, you would be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't at least try the demo. PlayStation 2, it's a little bit harder to come by because it was a somewhat rare game. So you might pay a pretty penny for it. Okay, I hate it when they do that. It's like, oh, you can unlock a trophy or whatever. But that was my demonstration of REZ for the Xbox 360. You can also find it on a PlayStation 2, although it might be rare. And if you happen to be a European viewer, excuse me, my English is terrible because I'm looking at the screen and not thinking. So like my brain's on automatic, and apparently my brain on automatic doesn't have the best verbiage in the world. But yeah, if you happen to be a European gamer, you can actually play this on Dreamcast, which is the better version in my opinion. From what I've seen, I've only played the demo of the Dreamcast and then the PlayStation 2 version. I can't remember how far I got, but that's irrelevant. Sorry I haven't played a retro game. The last retro game I played was Indiana Jones, so I did play a retro game before this, but I know I'm doing a lot of contemporary ones, and it's just what I'm most interested in doing right now. But I haven't forgot about the retro games or anything like that. It's called Michael's Video Game Madness, not Retro Madness or Contemporary. So I try to cover everything, and that's just what's the most fun for me. But anyway, I am rambling, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I can get it in high definition so you don't get REZ, HD, and SD. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye. Take care.